Good afternoon. I am Colonel Billy Wilson, the commander of basic military training. I'm glad we had this opportunity to have a discussion. So, why are you here? I will tell you that you are here to train both your body and your mind.
Be better every day. Be better.
You are here to train your body and your mind. Not one or the other, both. I often ask new recruits, why the Air Force? And I often get, well, I want to be part of an institution. I want to be part of something that is larger than myself.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
There will be stress. It will be stressful. And I will tell you that it is stressful by design. So the question remains, when you start feeling stressed out, what are you going to do? Are you going to react or are you going to respond? I expect you to respond to the demands that are being placed upon you, pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to grow, because that's why you're here. You're here to be transformed from what you were to what you need to be, to what your nation needs you to be. Each and every one of you will earn your place here. This will not be given to you. And as you earn your place here and head toward graduation day, having earned it, you will have a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. And it will be meaningful to you. And as you depart this place, you will be proud of what you've accomplished.
At this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Morgan.
I invite you to pray with me.
I invite you to pray with me. Almighty God,
On this momentous day, when these men and women finally reach their goal of graduating from BMT, we first thank you for all the support that has helped them achieve this moment. From the MTIs who've led and mentored them, to all the support staff working behind the scenes, and the loved ones cheering them on from a distance. And as these airmen prepare to transition to the next stage of their careers, instill in them a character of integrity, service before self, and excellence, so that they may live out the lessons they learned here at BMT. May you bless them and keep them as you turn your face towards them, being gracious unto them and giving them peace. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host of today's ceremony. The Commander, Department of the Air Force Basic Military Training, Colonel Billy Wilson, Jr. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Department of the Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson. The Reviewing Official, the Deputy Commander, Department of the Air Force Recruiting Service, Brigadier General Lisa Craig, accompanied by her husband, Dave. The Operations Senior Enlisted Leader and Senior Recruiter, Department of the Air Force Recruiting Service, Chief Master Sergeant Frank Rawls. Also in attendance with us today, Major General Vincent Mancuso, United States Air Force, retired. The Individual Mobilization Augmentee to the 37th Training Wing Commander, Colonel Jennifer Anderson. The Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Carlos Damian, accompanied by his wife, Shauna. The Commanding Officer, Expeditionary Medical Facility Mike, Captain Randy Pank, accompanied by his wife, Debbie. The Command Chief, 2nd Air Force, Chief Master Sergeant Christina Montgomery. The Special Duty Manager, Military Training and 2016 Basic Military Training, Blue Rope of the Year, Chief Master Sergeant Nick Carrier. The Command Chief, 12th Flying Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Daniel Kane, accompanied by his wife, Major Carrie Kane. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737th Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to today's ceremony, we would like to recognize our newest military training instructors. These instructors have undergone a rigorous 5-month training pathway comprised of formal academic classes and task qualification requirements. They have earned the distinct honor of donning the dark blue campaign hat. From the 331st Training Squadron, Tactical Sergeant Elson Valencia. From the 326th Training Squadron, Tactical Sergeant Michael Walmer. From the 326 Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Esteban Saldana. From the 326 Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Myron Little. From the 331st Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Lindsay Bone. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Eduardo Gonzalez. From the 320th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Kyle Jared Sedgley. At this time, we ask all military training instructors, past and present, to stand in a sign of unity as our newest instructors recite the MTI Pledge. The military training instructor hat that I wear
is a symbol of honor, professionalism, integrity, service, and excellence in all I do. My job is one of the most important to the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare men and women for military service. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty. I strive for perfection and reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those I lead. I am an Air Force military training instructor, and above all, I am an American Airman.
The dark blue campaign hat these instructors received today has been the symbol of the MTI Corps since 1974. This instructor will carry on the traditions and esprit de corps of the United States Air Force as they pass on their knowledge to our newest generation of airmen. Our Commander of Airmen is Staff Sergeant Kenneth Trivett. Brigadier General Craig will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
Sir, the parade is formed! Your squadron, order on!
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of the 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of the 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will be prepared for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. 737th Training Group, Department of the Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, First Place Parade. Basic Military Training, second quarter, First Place Parade streamer is awarded to the 331st Training Squadron for their outstanding performance amongst all other squadrons, demonstrating unity, community excellence, and exceptional discipline through drill and ceremonies during the period of 1 January 2024 to 30 March 2024. Signed, Billy Wilson Jr., Colonel, Department of the Air Force. Subject, First Place Retreat. Basic Military Training second quarter, First Place Retreat streamer is awarded to the 326th Training Squadron for their outstanding performance amongst all other squadrons, demonstrating unity, community excellence, and exceptional discipline through drill and ceremonies during the period of 1 January 2024 to 30 March 2024. Signed, Billy Wilson Jr., Colonel, Department of the Air Force. .737 Training Group, Department of the Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence streamer is awarded to the 326th Training Squadron, Flight 334, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 25 March 2024 to 9 May 2024. Signed, Billy Wilson Jr., Colonel, Department of the Air Force. The Commander's Excellence flight was led by Technical Sergeant Williamson and Staff Sergeant Little. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors. Thank you. Please be seated.
March the parade in review. Now, return heart. Now, to pump heart. George Squadron, order on.
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737th Training Group provides all recruits with the Department of the Air Force essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest air and space forces. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the Enlisted Heroes Walk. The men and women recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. From the 324th Training Squadron, the Commander of Airmen, Staff Sergeant Kenneth Trivett, Master Military Training Instructor, hometown, Tucson, Arizona. From the 326th Training Squadron, the A Squadron staff, led by Technical Sergeant Avrian Williamson, hometown, Martinsville, Virginia. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 340, led by Technical Sergeant Elson Gerard Valencia, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Honolulu, Hawaii. Flight 339, led by Technical Sergeant Kristen Mahler, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Brazil, Indiana. From the 326 Training Squadron, Flight 336, led by Technical Sergeant Margaret Segunkove, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Benicia, California. Flight 335, led by Staff Sergeant Esteban Saldana, Military Training Instructor, hometown, San Bernardino, California. Commander's Excellence Flight and Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 334, led by Staff Sergeant Myron Little, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Gainesville, Alabama. Flight 333, led by Staff Sergeant Jada Francisco, Military Training Instructor, hometown, York, Pennsylvania. From the 321st Training Squadron, the Color Guard, led by Master Sergeant Emma Hoffman, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Chihuahua, Mexico. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flights 337 and 338, led by Technical Sergeant Steve Washington, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Columbia, South Carolina. From the 321st Training Squadron, the B Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Joseph Whitaker, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Grovetown, Georgia. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 332, led by Technical Sergeant Eduardo Gonzalez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, San Diego, California. The PT Excellence Flight, Flight 331, led by Technical Sergeant Andrew Campbell, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Sweetwater, Tennessee. From the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 330, led by Technical Sergeant Kyle Sedgley, Military Training Instructor, hometown, North Scituate, Rhode Island. Flight 329, led by Technical Sergeant Fausto Gill, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Houston, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Jacob Wright, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Llano, Texas. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Dragoon Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each drum and bugle corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honored graduates as well as their families. The Department of the Air Force Basic Military Training honored graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service for self, and sustained excellence they display throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we'd like to thank all the families and friends who are here to support those graduating today for your support to our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier General Craig will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Good morning and welcome. What an honor to look out into the audience and see the families joining us today. 7.5 weeks ago, you entrusted us. I'm sorry? Oh, over this way. Sorry. 7.5 weeks ago, you entrusted us with our nation's most valuable treasure, your loved ones. Your support has pushed these airmen to successfully complete basic military training and join the world's greatest Air Force. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for your support and encouragement, but more importantly, thank you for your trust. It is my great honor to introduce the 496 airmen as our nation's newest military members. First, to the family members, friends, and supporters of our newest airmen, thank you for your enduring support in getting these graduates to this point, supporting them now by your presence and providing enduring support throughout their service moving forward. Few of us arrived to this point without significant support, and these young people will succeed best with your and their fellow airmen squarely in their corners. To the BMT graduates today, thank you for joining the premier service in defense of our nation and democratic ideals. Your excellence, your service, and your integrity. Your character have been sharpened during these past nearly 8 weeks. As you move forward, these foundational principles will serve you well in all aspects of your life. I was lucky enough to have a few former Chief Master Sergeants of the Air Force guide and grow me across my career, which reminds me, find mentors. Ask for your supervisors and senior NCOs to guide you. Listen, observe, and emulate greatness. One Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force in particular, Chief Gaylor, who recently passed, shared some significant words of wisdom that boil down to 3 key tenets. I didn't even realize how I had built my career and life path until he distilled these concepts so succinctly. First, opportunities. Our opportunities define our trajectory and the life tapestry we weave. Each of you started this journey by taking a leap with one of our Air Force recruiters and said yes to the opportunity by seeing this challenging process and then your BMT journey through to this point. Your life will be filled with opportunities. the more you are able to weigh those opportunities within your values and life goals, the more you are able to say yes, the richer your life tapestry will be. Second are our aptitudes. Each of us is born with some level of aptitude, and each of you have clearly shown through your accession testing, your ability to make it through this transformation in BMT and the rest of your life journey, that you have the aptitude to succeed. Continuing to use the opportunities to present to you to expand and grow these opportunities, develop into the next best you, and take advantage of all your service will afford you, both in technical prowess, but also in educational expansion of your aptitude, the more opportunities will come your way. Dig into learning, dig into instructions and your training plans, dig into personal and professional education. Get that Community College of the Air Force degree. Grow, learn, and do. So aptitude, love yourself enough to invest in you. Chief Gaylor went on to say the third and most important tenet is your attitude. Opportunities will continue to come your way, aptitudes will continue to grow and expand, but your life, your mission, those around you, and our force will be made exponentially better through a positive attitude. And I am not talking about Pollyanna sugar coatings. I am talking about confronting change and growth with positivity. I am talking about supporting your teammates, your friends, your family. I am talking about finding the silver linings and investing in yourself and in your unit and mission. I'm talking about loving yourself, your Air Force, your unit, your family, enough to know that the job you are about to do is the single most important job in our Air Force. And when you treat that job and your mission in that manner with a positive approach, your aptitudes will continue to grow, your mission, leadership, and teammates will thrive, and you will build a reputation of excellence, of integrity, and of service. And from that, even more opportunities will present themselves to you, which will also provide you more growth in the aptitudes along the way. So yes, opportunities, aptitudes, and attitudes, they are in your success today as you grow. They are in your success tomorrow as you make us all proud and succeed and you make ready your skill set. You are the future of our force. As I retire tomorrow, please carry on the great legacy and the long line of giants whose shoulders we all stand. Make me proud and all of us proud as you serve. As I tell my kids and my teammates, make good choices. I salute you all. Now, I have just one question for you. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force?
Please stand. Please stand as Brigadier General Craig will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
I think they are ready. Now please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, Airmen, and welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Brigadier General Craig. Please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass. As a reminder, the flights are positioned as viewed from the bleachers. To the left of the reviewing stand, flights 340, 339, 336, 335, 334, 333, and to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 332, 331, 330, 329. Please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Town pass ends at 1800 hours. When dropping off members, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area.